I have lived in Vancouver for a couple years now, and this is by far the nicest apartment I've lived in. The rent is $4,200, as you must have seen from the title. That is for a 3-bed, 2-bath, and I share it with two roommates. I'm going to show you one of their rooms. He's not in the city, so it's kind of a mess. I got his consent, so that's all good. But this is kind of spoiling the later part of the video, so let's just go to the start. Or I guess the entry, whatever. Let's go. Well, first things first, this is the entry to the foyer, I guess is what you call it. It's kind of like the pathway. There's a bunch of storage around. There's a washer dryer. Let me show you the first storage. So yeah, it's just a bare bones storage where we keep some of our cleaning supplies, extra, toiletries and stuff. I don't know if you can see that properly. So yeah, we just keep some cleaning supplies here. There's toiletries up above. And right next to it, we keep our shoes. That's the door as you saw. That is the washer dryer. Let me just set up the camera so you see it properly. So that's the washer, that's the dryer. I was drying my laundry before I started shooting, but I turned it off because, you would hear that and that's just annoying. And nobody wants that, so not bad. The next is the other storage, which is kind of a mess. I'm just kind of gonna show it to you. It's kind of a mess. There's some of my stuff too. Kind of a lot. I don't think there's anything here that I can't show you. Whereas like the basketball, stuff like that is just mine. Yoga mat, it's mine. So yeah, it's my crap in there too. Probably gonna have to clean this out. This is like that random crap drawer of the house. So everyone's stuff is just kind of shoved in, and yeah, we deal with it when we can, but it is what it is. Now let's get you out of the closet. Okay, now continuing the whole thing. These are the storages. That's room number 1. That's room number 2. So my roommate who lives here has given me consent to show you what the room overall looks like. But again, there's a lot of random crap in there. Let's just go. So yeah, that's just the random crap. Let me turn the lights on. So you see, it's big enough to fit a queen size bed. That's his desk setup right there. He has a scooter and stuff. Again, that skateboard's mine. Yeah, it's a pretty big room. So there are 2 small rooms and 1 master bedroom. I have the master, which I'll show you. But this is the closet, storage, whatever, wardrobe. It's pretty decently big, and whatever he can't fit in there goes into one of these storages. I don't use the outside storages too much because I have enough closet space. I'll show you that. He put a Temu whiteboard, which doesn't look very nice, but it's his choice. And yeah, that's the whole room. Pretty decent. I can't show you the second bedroom because I haven't asked the second roommate, and also it's probably not clean in a way that can be shown. There's a lot of personal stuff in there. This roommate did put a lot of personal stuff in the storage downstairs, so he could maybe sublet the place since he doesn't plan to be back for a couple of months still. So we'll find out, but for now, let's continue. So room 1, room 2. That's the washroom, which again, I have not asked if I can show. There's a bunch of personal things out there, so I'm not going to open that. Let's just close that. And then there's the kitchen. Let me show this to you properly. Okay, so as far as kitchens go, this is very nice. We've got gas stoves. Who doesn't love that? I really hate the induction heating, whatever thing that I just hate it. Gas stove, love it. There's a bunch of storage. There's a lot of random crap in there. I think this is the cleanest one. Yeah, there's just some bare bones thing. You can probably tell I go to the gym because, And then, yeah, just some appliances. I own most of them. I used to live in an apartment before. My roommates, they didn't live in apartments, or they very briefly lived in apartments with problematic roommates or something. So they didn't have a lot of stuff. So most of the stuff is mine. There's the air fryer. I've got a food scale. a white mix, and I've got an instant pot. This is not really the house, is extra stuff, but if I'm showing you the place, might as well show you how it's furnished, I guess. Then there's this big island. I love it. I've had friends over, we've cooked, we've had so many good times around this place. Christmas Day, we made tacos. Everyone had their own kind of workstation set up, part of the island, some counter. It's a good, great, big space. And I can just sit here too. Like, it's so big. Look at me. I'm a huge dude, kinda. So, the fact that I can sit here. Now just a slightly different angle to show you what's behind on the other side of the island. So there's a microwave that came with the apartment. It's kind of low, I hate it. I don't know, it's made for kids, I guess, because even short people, I'm 6'3", so even someone who's like 5 feet is gonna find this to be too low. I don't know what they're doing. There's an oven, which is great. There's again a bunch of storage. There's like drawers and stuff. This is the dishwasher. It's full of dirty stuff right now, which, yeah, so I've got like a switcher slider thing to tell people, my roommates, if it's dirty stuff and they're clean. So, you know, if it's full and it shows dirty, you just turn it on and that's it. But again, both of my roommates aren't here, so it's just me. That's why it wasn't flipped. This idea came from 2 of my friends who live together in a place they've named Ara Cottage. That's combining both their names. Sarah Rushi, shout out. Great idea. That's more or less the kitchen. Let me show you the living space now. Okay, how do we want to do this? This is the couch. So this was bought by all of his roommates together. This is one of the only things I didn't have when I came in because my last apartment came with a couch. And also that couch would have been very small because, again, this is a humongous place. You don't understand. I'm 6'3" again, so what? I just fit here so easily. By the way, if you're wondering, I did clean up the place a little bit. Straighten up, clean up everything. That little thing helped. I've got a robot vacuum, so yeah, I just turn it on, leave it be while I straighten things up. I've got a coffee table. One of the other roommates also had a coffee table, which you saw in the first roommate's room. It was on his bed flip. It's just because we don't need to. We usually keep it over there for extra storage, or if someone's sitting over there, they need extra tables. But since I was showing the place to you guys, I just kept it inside for now. And then the couch, you sit there and then you watch TV. And let me show you the TV. Oh, before I forget, I have posters up in my room, a lot of them. I just love posters. So my roommates were okay with me putting this one thing out there. Let me show it to you. It's just like, I don't know, a guy sitting off a ledge. That's Times Square, so yeah. There's also one over there, which is when life hands you lemons, grab some salt and tequila. I love posters. You'll see them in my room. Also, if anyone's wondering, there are fridges in the kitchen. I forgot to show that to you before I move on. So it's just embedded into the whole thing. Again, you can tell I go to the gym, I guess. This is literally all I have. I have some frozen meals, meal prep meals, chicken and rice. So I guess this is mostly my roommate side, but they're not here, so it's empty. Can you see it? I don't know. And that's my OCD. Can you see that? Yeah, like if you see everything is in rows, this is kind of a mess, but this I really love. Everything is in its place. Okay, back to the living room. Okay, so one bad thing about this apartment is there are no lights in this area. I did add a lamp to the corner. It's not usually turned on because during the daytime there's enough sunlight. It is a corner unit, you must have seen. So there's windows and you get a lot of sunlight in. But yeah, when it gets dark, there's just that one lamp there right now. There's this really shitty light right here, like spotlight, which you can turn on from over there. I hate it. My roommates hate it. We don't turn it on. Outside of that, it's fine. It's just not well lit. But yeah, this is a TV stand I had from my old apartment. Also, TV I had from my old apartment. There's a bunch of knickknacks here. Most of the games are from my second roommate, whose room we did not see. The books I bought mostly as like props, I haven't read most of them. I got it at a book sale, like, $1, one book, $10 for a pile kind of thing. I have fake plants all over the place because they look good, but then my friend Sarah, who I mentioned before, she wanted to get rid of her plant because she couldn't take care of it. So I'm reviving it right now, and then I guess I'm going to keep it for a while. If she wants it back, I guess I'll give it back to her. I really don't want to, but also my friend's name the plant Beatrice. I don't know about the name. I just call the plant B if at all. Beatrice is too long, too formal for me. I have a bunch of extra tripods. There's a third tripod over there usually, but that's being used. I have a sign like this up in my room, washroom also, which you'll see. I really love these. They look good, kind of give you a rustic feel. I would love to put some poster or something up here, but yeah, it just looks a little out of place, especially with the TV and all. And then two walls are basically all windows, so nothing else really would look all that good. So, but yeah, it's a good, nice corner, which is, it doesn't look cozy, but it is cozy. There's a lot of empty space. I guess a rug might help, but yeah, I'm not going to spend on a rug. As my roommates, if they really want one, we could split it, but we'll see. And before we move on, we've got a kitchen nook, which is niche, I guess. I don't know who uses a nook. My roommate, whose room we saw, he has a guitar. It's out of the case. It again gives a nice rustic feel to the place. I learned to play a little bit. I don't know much. Okay, where do I keep my, fuck it. Okay, that's terrible. I'm just not even gonna try. I've got a Ninja Creamy, Gym Dude, coffee, humidifier, because you know what a humidifier is for. And that brings us to the last part of the thing, which is my room. I am so very proud of this room. You've seen bits and parts of it if you know me from my main channel. Well, the first thing that really I love is, this sign, this mat that I have out here. It's from Temu. It's very fragile, very light. My robot vacuum keeps just taking it all over the place. But I still like it. It looks nice. Okay, let's go in. So yeah, that's my room. There's not a lot of light right now. There is this main light, which I don't like using that much. Overhead lights, I just have a big aversion to them. So I'll show you what I actually do. I said do. So I have this soft box that I use for YouTube videos sometimes. I just swivel it over to the main area of my room, and that lights it up pretty well. Then I also can get my curtain out of the way of this magnet thing that is nice, convenient, great view outside. So this is where the sausage is made. I've got a whole setup going. I have everything fixed for my main channel, everything, the top-down shots. Everything is planned out. I don't move a lot of things around. I have my MacBook, 2 monitors. Everything just works flawlessly. I have a PS5 down there, which is great. You must have noticed, let me get you a better angle. You must have noticed no bed frame. Well, because of 2 reasons. One, I could have gotten a mattress and a bed frame, but the bed frame, I just used the budget for it into getting a better mattress. So mattress is amazing. Second, when I do shoot videos, if my bed was lifted off the ground more, you would see it in the background more. Right now, you sometimes just see the corner, but mostly I'm just sitting like that. So whatever part might be visible is just covered by me and my chair. So yeah, I don't really see a lot of it, which is a choice. I like it. I don't mind it. I don't need a headboard because I've got a wall. Works out. Let me show you different parts of the room. I have a lot of random stuff here. I've got a lot of supplements. Gym bro, fitness bro, whatever. I've got shoes up here. There's a reason for that. They're new. I am going to paint them with Posca markers, are they called? Yeah. I am yet to get started on it, but it's kind of like a reminder, while being an aesthetic piece, that I do have to get on it. I have this week kind of free, so I'll get on that. I told you I love these signs, so Artist Drive, love it. Got a bunch of posters. I told you I'm big into posters. I've got some word definitions here. They were above my desk also, if you saw them previously. I just love new words and the definitions. It's from a vocabulary app. It is called Vocabulary if you want it. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of other random Easter egg stuff if you want to look into it. Okay, then here is the wardrobe. Okay, so there is an overhead light over here too, which I don't particularly like. It's fine, especially if I want to take some gym pictures, show my gains or whatever. Mostly it's just not that great, but I guess it'll let you see what's in the closet. Me for now. Let me get out of the closet. So that's one side of it. I've got a bunch of winter heavy jacket things over here. A lot of these things I've stopped wearing / they've stopped fitting me. I've lost a bunch of weight recently. There's sweaters, there's more stuff over here, hoodies, stuff like that. If you can see, I think it's barely peeking into the frame. There's a bunch of empty boxes up there. I don't know why we do it. Tech nerds, we just keep boxes around. I keep them around until I run out of space, and then the worst / the oldest or the least liked boxes just go into recycling. And yeah, up until then, they sit up there. That's the Apple corner over there. And then I have a bunch of miscellaneous things on that side, which I'm sure you can't see. Then down there, I've just got a lot of miscellaneous stuff, some laundry stuff, cushions, another soft box, which I don't use that much. This is just storage for random crap, like stationery, extra tech, stuff like that. I've got 2 backpacks. That's the one I use. That's for if and when I travel. I've got a pair of dumbbells, even though I have a gym in the building. I'll tell you more about the amenities later, but yeah, gym in the building, just so I don't really need it, but it's there. My friend left the city, moved across the country and left them with me, so I have it now. And now this is the other side of it, which is where I keep a lot of lures. It's literally all lures. This side is where I keep my undergarments. They're all in the laundry, as you saw earlier. So soon, maybe a bunch of dress shirts, some t-shirts, basically lightweight stuff, base layer or just things I use them by themselves. Bunch of photo frames, dad, random thing that is just a weird joke I had with my friends back home. Bunch of extra boxes which are not even arranged, so yeah, I guess I'm ashamed of something. I'm not. And then I have a bunch of drawers. I have labeled things with tape all over. It just makes it easier if I don't really need access to a lot of things too often, but I don't want to get confused where they are and then pull a lot of things out. So, like this one says masks. I mean, I don't use them a lot anymore. COVID time's gone. But if I'm sick, I'll still need them, so I know exactly where they're supposed to be. Well, see, they were masks. Then there are a lot of bandanas, beanies, right there. Miscellaneous socks that I've stopped wearing, don't wear a lot. They're kind of ruined, but I can wear them if I really need to. Right there. New socks and underwear, just right there. Everything new. So if I'm really in need of them, if I haven't done laundry or something, really need them, like now, right there. And then there's the washroom, which you can kind of see, but let's go in and have a look. So yeah, this is it, I guess. There are 2 sinks. It's his and hers or whatever you call them. Obviously, I don't need a second because it's just me. And if it's just me, so, it's called his and hers, but I have this running joke with my friends. In my bathroom, it's his and whose. So yeah, I just covered it up with these pegboards that were really low quality, but they do the job. There's just extra counter space. I keep some extra stuff there, like trimmer and stuff. So whatever here, it falls into the sink. I don't really have to clean up a lot. And every couple months, I'll take the pegboards off, clean up, run the tap for a bit just so everything's good. Got a lot of stuff, bathroom stuff here. This you can't see from this angle. You can see this one though. There's extra stuff. I don't use this a lot. They are backups slash things I've stopped using or don't really use a lot. There's a cabinet under here. And then the other side. So yeah, like I told you, big into posters. I think you see the sign in the frame there. Also, it says the shitter. This is shit happens. Both are washroom themed, obviously. I've got a weighing scale. I've got a tub which I've never used. I'm not big into baths. Takes a lot of effort. Ice baths I can't even do because who's gonna get that much ice. I've got a standing shower. I just use that and that's it. I will show you one thing I'm particularly proud of. So if you see over here, like I said, I've been dropping weight for a bit. So this is like my reminder to myself. I went from 89.45 to 85.15 in the last couple months. I've been cutting for a couple years. It's fun. Got a marker right here. I have post-its all over the place. It just helps as a reminder. Then this cabinet, there's bunch of perfume in there, hair care, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's fun, I guess. That's it for the actual house tour. Let me just take you outside. Okay, so that's it for the actual house tour. The amenities in this building are part of the reason why the rent is kind of high. There's a commercial grade gym in the building. There's a pool table, a poker table. They've got table tennis. They've got a lot of insane, crazy things. There's a bowling alley in the building. I've been living here for a little over a year now, and I plan to keep living here until I am in Vancouver. My roommates, I hope they want to live here too because, well, I like them a lot. We figured out how to live with each other. That just makes things a little bit easier. And yeah, I plan to make this a series and ask my friends to show me their apartments in Vancouver. One of my friends, he's moved to Toronto. There are a bunch of other people all over Canada. I hope to show you all of their apartments over the next year or so. I am going to have to ask them to clean up their places, but I guess they see this video and this should kind of help them figure out the kind of stuff I'm going to show, the kind of things I'm going to talk about. Let me know what you thought of the apartment. If this was a good video, you want to see a whole series with my friends' apartments. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. PS out.